Innovation and tradition. Elegance and excellence. A centuries-old tradition of enterprise, energy and hospitality. People of charm and wit. A thriving commercial town with every modern convenience and facility. The mystery of the past, the excitement of the present, the magic of the future. Clonmel, the capital of County Tipperary, the best of all possible worlds. The secret of a people is in the land in which they live. Their character can be seen in the hills and in the fields, and their dreams can be read in the buildings old and new which they have built. The people of Clonmel are blessed, for they live their lives and dream their dreams in a part of Ireland known as the Golden Vale, a rich agricultural and dairy land, soft and green. This beautiful countryside gave the town of Clonmel and its people their first wealth and power. This idyllic valley, sheltered by the Cumra Mountains and Slieve na Mon and shaped by the River Suir, has forged the personality of its inhabitants. Over 1700 years ago, it is said, a tribe of people called the Disha from further north in County Meath were defeated in a battle for kingship. One day they encountered a swarm of bees and decided to follow them. The bees led them to this place, the valley of the River Suir. They called the place Clonmel, or in English, the Meadow of Honey. This Clonmel, or Clonmel as we know it today, had everything. But most importantly, it had the broad, majestic River Suir, now one of the finest fly-fishing rivers in the world. The Suir was an essential trading route for the early people of Clonmel and served to increase the wealth and importance of the town through the centuries. Those centuries have seen many people settle in Clonmel. Viking, Norman, English. People with different faiths, different ambitions. But all of them have added to the town's wealth, both commercial and cultural. And all of them have cared for and enjoyed, as you will, the breathtaking beauty of this unique place. Once you arrive in Ireland, you'll be able to make your way to Clonmel in a very short space of time. The town is easily reached by road and rail, from national and regional airports and ferry points. A short trip from the bustle of the big cities to the splendid calm of the South Tipperary countryside. Clonmel, home to 20,000 people, is the largest inland town in Ireland. It is built on the banks of the mighty River Suir at the southern end of the county of Tipperary. It is a short drive from the historic towns of Feathered, Carrick-on-Suir, Cahir and Cashel. But when you discover Clonmel, why would you ever want to leave it? The town of Clonmel is a thriving, bustling market town. A town of business and banking, of leisure and entertainment. And boasts some of the finest shops, hotels, restaurants and facilities in the entire country. Standing proudly beside the modern facades, the leisure centre, the new library, the modern grandeur of the county administrative buildings and the new housing schemes are a variety of older buildings. And as you stroll through Clonmel, you can discover for yourself the old stories embedded in the walls of those buildings which have stood the test of time. 5 minutes away from the busy heart of Clonmel is the church known as Old St. Mary's. The first church on this site was built in the 13th century and the distinctive octagonal tower was rebuilt in 1805. Much of the present building dates from the 15th century, with its magnificent stained glass windows dating from the early 1500s. A peaceful, secluded place, it is hard to imagine that it was in the front line of the great siege of Clonmel, which occurred in the 17th century. Right beside the church, you'll find the remains of the original walls which withstood that siege. They once surrounded and protected the entire town. In 1650, they held the armies of the English General Cromwell at bay for 21 days. The town eventually surrendered on very favorable terms, but not before the garrison had made good their escape across the shore. These walls, overgrown now, are a quiet reminder of less peaceful times. Just a short walk from St. Mary's, you'll come across the Franciscan Friary. The first friary was built in 1269, but the building as it stands today was erected in 1884. It's a glorious structure of carved stone and stained glass.